Today's video is all about my perspective about why moms are the most powerful educators of all time. The best teacher that your child will ever have already lives in your house. As a mom of 5 children, it has taken time for me to get to a place where I feel the level of confidence that I feel now. After homeschooling for almost 9 years now, 8+ years, there's this knowing that develops in phases when it comes to educating your children at home. This is a power that you will naturally and gradually step into. It doesn't happen overnight. There will be times where you backtrack and possibly doubt yourself, but trust and believe this is the most powerful role you will ever have. Whether you're homeschooling full time, whether you're just raising your children like all mothers do, you are indeed a teacher. You are indeed a role model. You have the most unique role in your children's lives. So, first, let's talk about what it means to be a teacher in the system versus a natural teacher. A teacher in a school system is one who has been certified to teach, versus a natural teacher, a mother, you have been designed to teach. Not in the same way that a school teacher would teach, in your own unique way for your unique child. See, when our children are in a traditional education environment, now when I say traditional, I'm simply just talking about the tradition of a public, private, a school system. I'm going to break it down into 3 main pillars on why I believe that mothers are the best educators of all time on earth. Number one is connection. We are connected to our children in a way that no one ever could be. And what we understand is that real learning, it only happens in a connected environment with a connected relationship. So connection is key. It's the number one pillar of all. When I think about connection in real time, I'll give you an example. While I was working with my son, he's in 5th grade, and we were working through a new program online, learning a new math concept, and he was getting very frustrated. And in his frustration, I saw that all he needed was a break. So I told him, how about you go take a brain break? Go do something like art that you love doing, something creative. Go outside and play, take a moment, and then you will come back and you will face the challenge of learning this new concept. But allowing him to take a break, it instantly released his frustration. He could take a breath, go take a break for about 20 minutes and do something else that changed his mood and his mindset. And then he indeed came back, worked a little harder, worked through the challenge, and the frustration was gone. But because of that connection between him and I was able to give him that, and he was able to come back and still work through the problem. Connection is key. All right, number two is intuition. There is no intuition like a mother's intuition ever, okay? We as moms, we know when something is off. We know when a subject or a moment needs to be put on pause, like the example I just shared with my son. So education led by intuition is far more powerful than education led by a rigid timeline or determined by test scores. Third core pillar is influence. We are our child's first and most powerful, trustworthy influence. We teach them about values, what we value, they value, what we model and practice, they practice. So we have this opportunity to be this dominating influence in our child's life, to give them direction in a way that aligns with our overall family goals, values, morals, and beyond. Now, when we think about home educating or homeschooling within these 3 pillars that I just shared, connection, intuition, and influence, then we begin to shift our mindset to understand that you're not just homeschooling. You're reclaiming motherhood as a revolutionary educational tool. So the mothering and the teaching align and go hand in hand as a part of your daily life. Choosing home education as a lifestyle or as a choice for your child's education, it is becoming more of a cultural norm. There was a time when it wasn't. And now I think that more mothers are starting to realize that we can do this work. Now, for the mom who's just getting started and feeling a little bit unsure, I want to say this. If there is a sprinkle of something in your heart that is guiding you towards home educating, bringing your children home, or let's say that your children have not started their educational journey yet and you want to start and root them in homeschool life and living, then know that it's there for a reason. That feeling, that tug in your heart, it's there for a reason. And you might really just need to think of some of the limiting beliefs that you might be carrying and figure out what you need to work through to release them. You see, we've all been conditioned because most of us have come through the public school system or a private school, the system. So we naturally feel like that's the most effective way for our child to receive an education. But as we start to release some of those limiting beliefs and deschool ourselves and reframe our mindset around what it looks like to receive a well-rounded education, then you can start to breathe a little deeply and trust this gut feeling that you're having and take the next step forward that feels good for you. You don't have to become someone else to be a good teacher. You already are. You just have to trust and believe it. Now, I hope this message reached and served and touched the heart of whatever mama needed to hear it. Now, if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. This is the place where I will continue to come and share the real behind what it looks like to live a lifestyle of home education and what it's like to just be intertwining the life of mothering and educating and also going after things that feel good for me individually. Motherhood is not a pause on your purpose. Homeschooling is not something that needs to put a pause on your dreams or aspirations or other things that you want to build. Moms can absolutely educate their children, and we can absolutely manage and organize our lives in a way where we can still go after the things that God is putting on our heart to go after. So trust and believe, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to sharing more space with you.